So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how getting lean actually changes your life, right? And this is not something that I just came up with. This is something that I live now, being in the shape that I am, being lean for the last 10 years of my life, and also the experience of many other people who are lean as well. Like anybody who is lean, anybody who's at a decent body fat percentage, you know, anything between 10 and 15% or lower, is going to tell you the same thing, that their life has changed for many, many reasons, right? So before you go, being lean doesn't mean anything, being ripped doesn't mean anything, being shredded, having six packs, abs doesn't mean anything. Like, you don't know because you've never done it. You don't know because you've never been there, so you won't understand what I'm saying. Because in order to understand what I'm saying, you actually have to live it, all right? So if you haven't lived it, stop talking shit. Just don't talk shit, because you don't know. But anyways, being lean changes your life. So right now, if you're watching this video, you probably hate what you see, right? Whether you're skinny, whether you're skinny fat, or you're fat, obese, whatever you might be, whether you're just out of shape and you don't like what you see, you're probably there right now. You're probably sluggish. You probably don't like waking up in the morning. You like to snooze your alarm. You have no energy throughout the day. You probably feel invisible in society, right? This video is for you. So why you need to get lean and how being lean actually changes your life. So the first thing is pretty basic. It's just waking up in the morning and actually being proud of what you see. Like when you wake up in the morning and you go to your bathroom or you look in your mirror and you see your body and you're ripped and you look good, you got a clean cut, your skin is good, and you know you look handsome, like that is the perfect energy to start your day. Like why would you want to start your day looking in the mirror and absolutely not liking what you see at all? Like that is just a recipe to have a bad day. Like you need to be able to get up in the morning, look in the mirror, and actually be proud of what you see. Because it's not just about the abs. It's about the fact that you put in the work to get the abs. It's about the fact that you put in the work to get to 15, 10% body fat, whatever, right? It's about the fact that you put in that work. So when you see the work in the mirror, that is a reminder every single day. Like every single morning that I look in the mirror, it's a reminder that I'm capable of doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Because I've done one of the hardest things in the world is to get lean and be in shape and have decent muscle mass, right? I did that. So I know I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. That is the first reminder that my physique gives me in the morning. And that is what men need to feel every day in order to chase their dreams and aspirations. Because when you don't like what you see in the morning, what motivation are you going to have to try to do anything, right? You need to have that motivation in the morning. So you have to get lean so that you can like what you see in the mirror. All right. Being lean will give you the confidence to try hard things. Okay. I started working out when I was 15 years old. Between 15 and 19 years old, I put on a decent amount of muscle mass. You know, I didn't put on a lot because I still didn't know shit about nutrition. So I was just working out all the time, just eating whatever my mom cooked, which I'm Dominican. So it was a lot of rice, a lot of chicken, beans, bananas, shit like that, soup, whatever, plantains. So I just ate what my mom cooked. So I put on a decent amount of muscle mass. And by the time I got to 18, 19, I was pretty confident in myself that I could do a bunch of other shit that I wanted to do, right? So I joined the military at 19. Actually, before I joined the military at 19, I did a sales job. So I tried sales. So I worked at Honda. I worked at a Honda dealership selling cars. And actually, funny story, I went in for a phone position, like where you call people on the phone and then get them to come into the dealership and actually talk to a salesman. I went in for a phone interview, and I ended up walking out and they gave me a car salesman position because of how I carried myself, because I looked like somebody who's disciplined. I had a clean cut. I remember that shit. I had a clean cut. I had a nice button down white shirt on with some nice trousers that fit me nice. And I smelled good. You know, I looked good. I kept my chest up. So they gave me a car salesman job. Now it's like, it's not the best job in the world, but just that one experience where it was like, I went in for this job and they gave me a better job because they saw how I carried myself. That gave me a lot of motivation to keep going and keep trying different things. So eventually I ended up joining the military because I was like, damn, you know, I don't want to work a regular job. I'm pretty fit. Like maybe there's something out there for me that I would enjoy more. And then I remember there was a recruiter. I forgot the recruiter. I saw the recruiter. I went to go see the recruiter and I was like, oh, this shit actually looks kind of fucking dope. So I did the pull-up challenge, got accepted. And then there was like a little run that we did before we left to MEPS. And if you don't know what that is, MEPS is basically like the processing before you go to actual boot camp. So we did that. I did the run, did MEPS, and then that was like, the whole military experience was fucking crazy because it's literally just staying in shape. I stayed in shape for 4 years because of all the endurance and the strength training that I was doing. But I was able to get to that spot because I built the confidence from being lean and from weight training and from strength training and having just more confidence. I was able to go out there and do some shit that most people my age at the time were not doing, especially where I live. Like there were a couple people I can remember that were joining the military, but for the most part, I was like one of the only people after high school to join the military. Like even in my family, there's not that many people in the military. So, and then even now, YouTube content creation, I do TikTok, I have Instagram. I don't really post that much on Instagram, but I do post more on TikTok. I'm trying to be more consistent here. I'm not saying I'm the most consistent person, right? Like clearly, but even just putting my face out on the camera, speaking to a camera and uploading it on the internet for everybody to see, that is a byproduct of me having the confidence to do that because of my fitness, right? Like you might not even want to be a YouTuber, or you might want to be a YouTuber. You might want to be, you might want to join, like it doesn't matter. Like you don't have to be doing any of the things that I said, but whether you, like if you want something that seems very uncommon and that most people don't strive for or won't achieve, you can get the confidence by getting in shape. Because once you do something that most people won't do once, now you have the mindset to do multiple things that most people won't do. Like that's what that's my mindset that I've had since I've gotten in shape in my younger years. Like I did sales, military, content creation. I did bodybuilding. I did one bodybuilding competition. Probably won't do it again, but I did one, and that was a good experience too, because again, most people weren't doing that. That's like a very niche thing. And that's when I really got a lot of experience with nutrition and shit like that. So it was also a great experience because I learned a lot of stuff about training and nutrition during that time because I had a great coach. So again, being lean will give you the confidence to do hard things, because once you can get lean, like you don't understand, most people will never see their abs. Most people will never get to 15% body fat. Most people are like 25, 30% body fat. Most people will never get to 15%, which is fucking crazy. So if you can get even to 15 or below 15, you're already an outlier. You're a fucking outcast in this world. So when you become an outcast in this world and you see that most people can't do it, you have the confidence to actually go do more shit because you see that most people aren't doing the shit that you're fucking doing. So yeah, make you better with your finances, right? So back then when I was younger, I used to be not that great with money, right? Like I got into debt a few times. This was before I really was super jacked or fit. And yeah, I got into debt a few times, which was not great. I spent a lot of my money on stupid shit. I always thought I needed better clothes or the newest phone and shit like that. And after a certain point of being fit, you become better with your finances because you start to value money more. You stop drinking, you stop doing a lot of the degenerate shit that you're probably doing right now, like drinking, smoking, doing drugs, going out, spending money in the club, spending money in section, like all that fucking dumb shit that people spend their money on, materialistic shit. Once you get lean and once you get fit, you start to really value your health more than anything. And when you value your health more than anything, that also includes your mental health. And when you value your mental health a lot more, you stop doing the shit that is detrimental to your mental health. So you stop drinking, you stop smoking, you stop doing drugs, you stop going out and staying out late at night at 3 o'clock in the morning because you know you have to sleep early so that you can wake up and do your routine the next day. Like that's the big part, is the routine, right? Like once you have a routine and once that's kind of part of your life, you don't want to really deviate from that. So it's not to say you won't go out and do shit with your friends, but it's also to say like you're not going to do that at the same frequency that you're probably doing right now, where it's like every single weekend or multiple times a weekend, right? Like me, I've gone to the club. I went to the club probably, I want to say maybe like 5 times last year total, like, and they were all for concerts. like concerts for DJs that I actually wanted to see. It wasn't just to like go out and buy bottles and buy girls drinks. Like, no, when I go out, I don't even talk to women. I don't give a fuck. I'm literally go out to watch a DJ that I like, or just to hang with the boys, and that's it. Celebrate a birthday or some shit like that. So I barely go out, and honestly, I like it that way because I know that I'm working towards something bigger. I know that I'm actually doing something that's important, and I'm not just saying yes to everything, right? Like, you gotta say no to shit. You gotta say no to a lot of shit when you get lean. And the ability to say no to things is actually a superpower, because most people say yes to every fucking thing. So if you can say no to shit, there's a lot of shit that you will say no to that'll open up new yeses for you that are way better than what you said no to, if that makes any sense, right? So just think about that. And then your standards and your boundaries rise, you know? So when your standards and boundaries rise, you stop like spending a lot of money on women. You stop chasing women. That's a big thing. Like, if you're chasing women right now because you feel like you have no confidence in yourself, you have low self-esteem, so you're chasing the validation of women, you're more likely to spend more money on them and be a simp and do shit like that because you're chasing them for validation, right? When you get lean and when you build your body and when you build your mind, your standards rise, your boundaries rise, so you're less likely to go out and just spend money on random women because you want to sleep with them, and you're actually less likely to want to sleep with like random women, right? Like, I had a phase in my life where I thought that was cool because I wasn't really confident in my body and myself, and that was the most pointless shit of my life. Like, I wasted so much time, I wasted so much energy. I created soul ties with people that like I really wish I didn't have soul ties with. But yeah, like, once you get lean and once you build your physique, you'll see that that's just fucking pointless. So in turn, you'll save more money and you'll attract better women, right? Because the women that you attract will actually have like a genuine desire for you. And I know you've probably heard this term a few times from other people, but it really is fucking true. All right, I'm 5'4". I'm very short, okay? But when I go on a date with a woman, or when I'm talking to a woman, like, which is very rare, the women actually treat me very well. Like, they respect me. They reciprocate energy. I don't have to buy them a bunch of shit to get them to like me. I don't even really have to take them out on dates. Like, I do just because, or I do if because I like them, right? Like, not just because, but I do it because I like them. I actually like them. So I'll take them out on dates, but I don't have to do that. And if I do take them out on dates, a lot of the times they'll offer to pay, or they will pay, or some shit like that. And they'll come over without like it being something big to make a deal out of, or some shit like that, right? Like, it's just easy. Relationships are a lot easier when you get leaner because the women actually like you for you. Like, it's very different. Because when you're a lean person, when you have a good physique, you are a disciplined, consistent, committed person, right? Like, you have goals, you have ambitions. So the women will like that. That's what women really like, bro. They don't give a fuck about height and shit like that. Trust me, I'm 5'4". I've had my fair share, even when I was broke and I had no money and I had nothing, because, you know, I was lean and I looked good and I took care of myself regardless. So they were attracted to that. And you don't have to perform from them. You don't have to perform for them, right? That goes back to the whole spending money on them and like pretending to be somebody or not. Like, you don't have to do any of that shit when you build a lean body, because what you naturally attract is going to be of higher standard anyway. So you don't have to do none of that goofy shit. All right. So that is why being lean changes your life, or how being lean changes your life. So again, don't be in the comments talking shit about how it's not true. None of this is true if you've never lived it. Okay. And if you're serious, like if you're actually serious and you hate what you see, every day when you look in the mirror, the link will be in the comments below or in the description below. You can click it, book a one-on-one call. I'll do one-on-one fitness coaching. I'll help you out so that you can stop hating what you see in the mirror and actually live a fulfilled, happy life. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.